heard from families in our community that some profoundly gifted children struggle with physical activity or don't like sports. Many young scholars struggle with competition. But what's going on there? Here's Laurel, our Director of Family Services, to give some explanation and activity suggestions. Stay tuned after our video for some more information on the benefits of the Young Scholars Program and how you can directly access features like these virtual events.
Yes, you can look at more of the lifelong sports that aren't necessarily super competitive. Many young scholars, not necessarily long-term thing, but the first thing that actually came to mind was trampolining. A lot of young scholars going to like a trampoline park or something, just enjoy that. And it's usually lots of people, lots of kids just messing around, but very, very, very active. But other kind of like lifelong things like swimming, doesn't need to be on a swimming team, can be in just like swimming lessons or open swims at local places. Rock climbing, as another family point here. Physically active is not engaging for his brain, so it becomes redundant and boring. Okay, so yes, so something with a lot of variation. Community dance, if you have any sort of folk dance or community dance programs, they tend to do a lot of different styles. So that might be something, perhaps like many of the martial arts, as another family wrote in here. Tai Chi can be very not competitive at all, or have a ton of different levels. Also, something that may engage the brain is equestrian. Doesn't need to be big sports, but just equestrian classes or private lessons, and connecting with a horse and an animal and stuff like that. Also, anything, if your student is interested in fantasy, going along the equestrian route, anything that's a fantasy kind of sport. So there are competitive like fencing, but there's also non-competitive fencing and engaging. We actually here in Reno have a whole like medieval weapons gym sort of thing where they have like open hours and stuff like that, and you're learning all about the history of different weaponry and learning how to use them. Archery, we have, again, I don't know where you are in your exact resources, but in Reno we have a public archery course that goes through the woods and stuff like that, and again, you can pretend in your brain that you are Robin Hood doing these things. California is where you're at. So thinking along the fantasy route, live action role playing, LARPing can be quite, depending on your group, very physically active. Yes, kind of exploring those lifelong things that are like typically pretty varied or fun in a community setting like trampolining or dancing, thinking about involving animals, rock climbing is another one that many young scholars really enjoy, and again can be in many different settings, many different situations, so you can vary it up quite a bit. And then getting involved in the fantasy land options if your student leans in that direction. The circus arts is another one that many young scholars get involved in. Gymnastics, circus arts kind of intermingle, but can be very not competitive and very varied. So I hope that provides some answers to go down.
Thank you for watching. Check out the cultivated resources we have on our Davidson Gifted blog, linked below. The Davidson Young Scholars Program provides our members with opportunities to connect, engage, and access a range of family services to support them on their profoundly gifted or twice exceptional path. Want to learn more? We host application Q&As for families to learn more about our program, testing requirements, and the application. Visit our website, davidsongifted.org, and find the next available Q&A on the upcoming events tab. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments.